Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us slowly bring our attention in our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us all with complete silence in our mind. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
That is how your attitude should be. But on the contrary, if you just go on, I like this, I don't like it, about your wife, about your jobs, your everything, you will be uncertain. These days in America, people are very funny about their jobs also. I have to touch these points because you will face this problem. Today they are doing some job, I don't like it. I don't like my boss, another job. Then they go to another job, they change it. Then third job, changing. They like to change, all the time. It's maddening, I tell you. Change their wives, change their house, change everything. Why? Have only one wife is better. At the most, have two jobs in life is better. And at the most, change three residences is better. But more than that is a headache. I mean, to me, I have changed 40 houses because of my husband's temperament. But I am different because I am absolutely a person who is not bothered, whatever change comes. But you are not the same, so don't waste your energy. So this is very important to understand. Not to go on changing jobs is very important because that is also a craze, I tell you. I'll tell you about Douglas. He used to do that. Every time he had financial problem because he was changing jobs. So one day I told him off. I said, Douglas, if you change this job, because I saw the vibrations are all right, if you change this job, that you are not going to see me again. And now, today, he has got a house, he's got a car, he's got money in the bank, he's doing well. So that also is a headache for me. Mother, I have no job, I have no money. What am I to do? Every time there are people who come to India, they say, Mother, I have no money, I'm sorry I couldn't pay you. All right, doesn't matter. There are at least, this last time also there were 5 people. But before that I think there were about 20 people. So every time it happens like this. So now we must understand we must have proper jobs. We have to be respectable people. We must have proper qualifications if possible. Better to get some qualifications. You are all very intelligent people and you can get your qualifications. You should have a respectability in the society. Otherwise they'll think that this mother is the mother of all the beggars. So steady yourself. In your jobs, in your houses, to steady yourself, you must learn not to change. The change makes you unsteady. Do you see the point? So there is no question of changing. I am going to go through it. Then, if it is necessary, if it is not workable, then one can change. It applies to everything. Now, guru shopping is nothing but change. The more gurus you have, the greater headache I have. If you have only one guru, say, horrible one, it's all right, easy to clear you out. But if you have been to 20, what am I to do? One fellow who has been to gurus so much that I couldn't understand his personality. I said, what's the matter with this? Every problem you name it and it's there. I said, what sort of a fellow is this? So I said, all right, write it down, all the names of all the gurus you have been to. He wrote 3 full-scape papers on both the sides. I said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't help. He said, Mother, you have to because there's a very immediate problem. I said, what is the immediate problem? That now I am becoming a woman. I said, oh. The doctors have said that now I am becoming a woman. I said, that's really an immediate problem. I said, that much I can stop, but you need lot of cleansing. And he used to sometimes look like Hanumana, sometimes he looks like a madman, he used to look like anything because so many gurus in him were working it out. Ultimately, that he got himself cleansed out and his problem was solved. But even now, I would not say that he is a Saj Yogi. Though he is very learned, knows all about Sanskrit, have been to so many gurus, every type of guru he has been. This has come by change. What's wrong? So once you come to Saj Yoga, then stop. Stop everything else. Second point that I stressed was this, that in Saj Yoga, once you come, focus yourself to me and Saj Yoga first. And then other things. Like Christians, when they come to Saj Yoga, they can't accept Ganesh. Indians who come to Saj Yoga cannot accept Christ. Muslims who come to Saj Yoga cannot take to puja. Everybody is coming with a load behind them. So better come and put them at my feet, finished. Now you see them through my prism. through me is better to understand that way. And those who have understood me that way just understand Sahaja Yoga in a perfect manner. There's no fanaticism of the past, neither of Sahaja Yoga either. So they understand that this is all the same as Mother is, and there's nothing to be sticking on to one thing or to another. But it doesn't mean that if you call me the goddess Kali, you are insulting me. Or if you call me Mataji Nirmala Devi, you are elevating me. It's all there. So one has to understand that all this is related to our own compartments. God has no compartments like that. It is not that America exists in his mind, or it is not that anything exists in mind. Do we exist like now I am only my Vishuddhi? Do we exist like that? Or I am only my nose? Do we? We exist as the whole body. So God exists, though he has a nose, he has his ears, say, everything is there, but he exists as God. He doesn't exist like a nose separate, doesn't exist like only America separate, but he's existing as the whole, everything related to the whole. And when such a thing happens to us, that now we are related to the whole, the primordial being, we should not relate ourselves to something that will localize us because of our conditioning. No localization should be there, we should be in circulation. I find it difficult for people who have been Catholics to worship Sri Ganesh with the same respect because they are conditioned. So try to leave it for a while, Christ. Completely leave him alone. Come to Sahaja. Then you will see him in proper light. Because this is the problem is that unless and until you come inside and see for yourself that all roads have come to this one thing. So they are just the same. There's no difference at all. First come inside. Give up everything. Come inside. Then you will know that it's all the same. And this is very important. And once you see that, it's such a beautiful thing that you have no complications of any kind belonging to any particular cult or particular guru or a particular thing. Even so-called religions are like cults. If you see it, they are like cults. They have conditioning. They have not given you anything but conditioning and illusions. So we are not to live with illusions. We have to live with reality. And the reality is that all these essences are one. And we have to be inside them so that we can see them, all of them, as one. This is also a very important thing in a country like America, I feel, because there are such diverse ideas that I am surprised at them. Everything you name it is in America. The other day I developed one thing called Mormon or something. Mormon. Name it and it's in America. I don't know how all the varieties have gathered here. Every sort of a guru, I mean, you discover them here. I had never heard of so many names. Whenever I come, I find a new guru coming up. Why? America is the place where all these prosper like this, like mushrooms, you see. A mushroom is growing, that is. Is it a rottening thing? Only mushroom grows as fungus. Is it rottening this country? What's happening? Why? It is the mind of human beings. The mind of human beings here always wants a new thing, and that's why a supply comes. As a result of that, they become unsteady. So the main problem of American character is that they are very unsteady people. You ask them, how are you? They also say, understand whatever you like. They'll never say, how are you? What do you understand with that? And an Indian person can't understand. If somebody says like that in Indian, you see, if you ask him how are you, he says like this, they'll say, are you mad? Then if you ask them, do you understand this? I'm confused. An Indian will never say such a thing, I'm confused. He's cocksure. I'm confused means, are you a lunatic or what? Why are you confused? Something wrong with your brain? So all these ideas, you see, are tending towards our unsteadiness, frivolousness, superficiality. You are really bombarded by superficiality. Bombarded, I can see that. Absolutely from everywhere. You see the media, this, that. It's nothing but superficial. It really kills the inner germ in the human being. And you want to live with it, then you want to think on those lines. And really lose yourself. All contact with yourself is lost. Under all these circumstances, one has to know one beautiful fact that so many seekers are born in this country. It's America which I visited the first. And I'm sure San Diego is the place where it will start. I have a feeling. झालं का बोलणं? नाही झालं. तो करणार आहे. So this is a place very important, and I'm happy that you are wearing this wonderful puja. And we should do this puja. And I'm sure by this we will have a time, especially good time coming, where we'll have on one side American evolution, on the other side Mexican. This we can work out from San Diego. It's a beautiful day that you have asked for this puja. I'm very happy about it. Today is the day of the goddess, and आजची त्रयोदशी आहे. शुक्रवारी त्रयोदशी is the best. 13th day त्रयोदशी आहे. आणि त्रयोदशीची पूजा बघा ना, व्हायब्रेशन्सला बघा म्हटल्याबरोबर. बारा वाजता होणार. 12ला झालं. 12लाच आले मी जवळ. See the vibration. You don't need any puja. There's no need to have a puja, really. It is so much today. So today is a great day, and I'm happy he's asked for this puja here. So now to begin with. Now, if you have any problems, any questions, you must let me know. One thing, a Sahaja Yogi should not be a serious person. That's one thing. That doesn't behove a Sahaja Yogi to be serious. You should be smiling, laughing, enjoying. If he is a serious person, then he is not a Sahaja Yogi. I can't keep serious for more than 5 minutes. At the most 5 minutes. Even if I have to scold somebody, I prepare myself. Then I come down, I shout. And then after 5 minutes, if I don't run away, then you'll find me again laughing. Can't. It's all a joke. So nobody should be serious. That's one thing. Nobody should be serious. You should be always smiling and happy people. Because there is joy within it. What is there? Only by thinking I'm miserable, you see. That's French style. French, when I went there first time, they told me, Mother, you look too happy. For French. So I said, what should I do? He said, you see, they think they are very miserable people this time. So I said, all right. So I went and said, now see, you are all les miserables. Victor Hugo has written this, les miserables. So I said, all right, you les miserables, now I am a person who is not miserable at all. And you will be miserable in any case. If you have every third house, you have a pub. Every 10th house, you have a prostitute. So what will happen? You are in for it. That's what it is. And even Yogi Mahajan told me that, Mother, we want your photograph, which is very serious. It is hard to get one. And we must put a face which is very serious. And ultimately he ended up with a photograph. It was horrid. When he told me it's a very nice photograph, you look so serene, this, that, and the descriptions. When I saw the photograph, I said, it's horrid. He said, really? I said, all right, let me tell you, who has done this? He said, who? I told him the name and he was shocked. I said, that's the gentle lady who has given you, and you know where she is today. A shocked how I told the name, Jane. I said, this is the photograph you are sending to Americans. But I know Americans will be attracted by that photograph because they are miserable themselves. But such people who are attracted to that kind of a photograph will drop out in no time. They will not stick on. You don't understand that point. They are not the type who will stick on, like in Scotland. I went there and there was a photograph I saw. I got a shock. We had gone to a restaurant where we were to have our food and I saw my photograph. I said, who has done this one? They said, this is the copy of one of the Australian ones. I said, but who has done it? Because this is not good, very bad. So they said, this is done by someone suddenly. I said, I'll name the person. I told them who has done it, Hillary. They were all amazed at it. I said, this photograph is no good. But now they had put it everywhere. I said, let it be. So many people came to my program, all funny types, Some had one eye, some had one nose, some had something. Everything missing. Oh God, I said, this is the thing of the photograph. And not one person came back. We had at least about 500-600 people for the program. All like this, you see. म्हणजे शंकराची वरात होती. And none of them came back. Not one person. All booths, attracted by the booth. And I could see on my photograph that it was just repelling it. So those who take my photograph also reflect in the photograph. You must have seen Ray's photograph come out very well. I don't know which one is Ray's here, but Ray's photographs used to be very good. And this time Ray, he has a funny wife, I think. He went to India and Indians told me, Mother, I don't know how this Ray is so ruined. In India it doesn't happen. Once a Saj Yogi, then they improve. But this fellow was just the opposite. Now what to do? They said, Mother, he's all gone down, what to do? I said, must have been something wrong. What to do? When I came back, see, Ray brought 3 or 4 photographs of mine. When he showed everybody, shocked. These are not Mother's photographs. And he had to withdraw them. This is what it is. Same Ray who made such beautiful photographs was having horrible photographs now. So in everything what you do, everything that you achieve, you can make it out. You suddenly become an extremely posh person, you can say, with a finesse. Once you are a good surgeon, everything comes in proper stream. You can make it out. Very simple ways of such a person are so pleasing and so soothing. So on these points, I have covered lots of things which I wanted to say, and that end with it. I would say that as Vishuddhis, you have to become the Sakshi, the witness. You have to become the witness. And to become the witness, there has to be a detachment. That doesn't mean you live on a shoestring by any chance, but try to have a detachment. Thank God this time the experience of the Saj Yogis from America was not so bad. They were very good people. They adjusted themselves well. They enjoyed themselves. It was fine. And I hope more and more will come and will enjoy themselves. And as you know, the new programming has taken place. It's better you people tell us if you are coming or not. But also don't change last minute. It creates problems for us, for everyone. So please don't change. If you're not coming, it's all right. You will have a certain date. By that time you decide, don't change. It is only Americans who did this. Nobody else. And we told people now no more, let's give more chance to Americans are coming, we should give them more chance. So no, you are not coming. So poor things, they came for 10 days, 5 days, because we could not arrange for them. So you should not change your ideas. If you are coming, you can decide up to a point if you are coming or not coming. If you are not coming, just say yes, we are not coming. Or if you are coming, you just say yes, we are coming, and you do it. At least that much you should not change. So again, I request you to keep to your schedules and things, because it really upsets the whole thing. Because now we are working on the rhythm of the divine, and we have no business to upset the rhythm. We may be Americans, but as you know, in Sahaja Yoga, Americans are not placed very high up. You know that very well. And we think Italians are much better off. They take to Sahaja Yoga just like a fish takes to water. So Americans have to work little harder. They have to do little more to get to that adjustment. What to do? Such a great country, so many seekers, but they are already ruined. What am I to do? Trying my level best, you all should help and understand the difficulties, and you have to be kind to the newcomers and see that you put them right. So we have to think of our ascent from San Diego. And from this corner, we are going to enlighten the whole of America. For practical purposes, I've decided that Dr. Varlikar should be in charge in the eastern side. याला ईस्ट म्हणतात ना, काय म्हणतात तुम्ही इकडे वेस्टर्न म्हणतात, or western side. For us, New York is already western. All right. And the eastern side is the New York side, can be managed by him, because this is like two countries. It is two countries, two different types of things. So that is how it is to be managed. Money matters, you should deal with money matters with his consent. So I told him how I do it is that the money is kept in the bank under the name of the registered name or whichever way it is, and they have the checkbook, but I have to sign. So you keep the checkbook, but he has to sign, so he sees what you are spending. So check is there. Or you do the same there. See, so that she keeps the checkbook, but you sign, so you know how much is being spent. So there's a check. Of course, as far as you people are concerned, I know it's all right. But still, why I do so many things just to make you understand. Like, if you give me puja money, I keep a packet of that. I keep an account of that. There's no need. Who's going to ask me what did I do with the puja money? I do keep it. And then what do I do with the puja money? Is that I want to use it for your puja materials, puja things, for presents and things. So I keep. I need not do it. That's my money. At least that much is mine. But my pleasure is such. So that is how one must know that if mother is so strict with it, why not we? You have to give money in puja, no doubt, because that has to be. First we used to take 1p, then I went to 2p, then to 5p, 10p. It has increased like that. And for these pujas, then for the main pujas that we are going to have, one on New York, they have decided certain amount. That is your decision. I never said anything, because I was only up to £1 I was there. And I don't know, I got lost with these people. So whatever they decide, that is there, is the money that is collected under the name of puja, which I have to take for the Nabhi Chakra. You have to do it with heart, just like the Shabari style. And everything will fall in proper places. So one can say that Sahaja Yoga is not an extreme thing. We do give money. Only the Sahaja Yogis can donate money. Say for food here, you have to pay. For the house, you have to pay. You do pay. You don't live here like parasites. We don't want parasites around us. But it doesn't also mean that you rob a Sahaja Yogi completely and make him a pauper and build your own Rolls Royces. So it is not also the other way that you people rob me. So one has to understand that Sahaja Yoga is give and take in a proper certain manners. And that has to be properly done with grace, with understanding, with a beautiful feeling that we are all part and parcel of the whole. And for which America is responsible. Because America has to become the Virat. The Vishuddhi has to become the Virat. What a responsibility. So don't quarrel among yourselves. Don't quarrel among husband and wife. Try to be one in complete unison. Enjoy each other. That's very important. So may God bless you. कारण विराटाचं स्थान आहे बाबा. Even now the right Vishuddhi is catching.
Let us recite Mahamantras.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణात्मिका Kundalini Sakshat Shri शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shamataji, for this meditation, for our self-realization, and for all the peace and bliss. Let us all bow down to Shamataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us all meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.